Hello everyone, I am Dr. Vivek Vardhan Veerapaneni, a consultant pulmonologist and allergist at Swasa Hospital, Narayanguda, Hyderabad. As a part of education to patients, especially children, teenagers who are going to schools as well as who will play every single day, I would like to share some things. Asthma is a disease that affects your lungs. Asthma causes narrowing of the airways are supposed to be completely open, but due to asthma, the caliber of the airways usually decreases along with phlegm inside the airways. This will cause breathing difficulty, cough with or without phlegm, and wheezing to the child. The child or a teenager usually cannot do his regular homework or cannot play properly because of this problem. It affects quality of life of these children and also teenagers. Asthma is the number one cause for absenteeism to the school. Sometimes teachers or parents do blame the children, like why do you frequently get cough, why do you frequently get all these problems, but there is nothing wrong that they are doing. The problem is their lungs are getting blocked because of asthma. They increase when they have some cold items, or when there is change of weather, or when they have some exposure to any dust or strong smells or smoke in their day-to-day life, especially when they play in the ground or at home when you do some dusting. So this will trigger the attack and they start developing cough, breathing difficulty, wheezing, and they do quite frequently. They do like this. Sometimes they feel the breath is not enough inside the lungs, so they keep taking it to their mouth, extra breaths. So these are the symptoms. Usually this asthma is sometimes associated with problems like allergic rhinitis, where they have frequent runny nose, sneezing, nose blocks, and they do sometimes feel something is dribbling down their throat, trickling down their throat with throat irritation, and sometimes with headache and heaviness of head when they have sinusitis. All these sometimes manifest like migraine, and they may be having severe headaches because of that. And all these allergies, asthma is nothing but allergy of lungs. All these allergies, right from the nose till the lungs, do cause some problem, and they make you breathless, or it makes you cough and feel weak or irritated, agitated sometimes, and this results in a lot of absenteeism to schools and decreased physical activity. They may not be able to play well, and also decreased performance at school. Apart from this, not only children or teenagers but also adults who are working, the most common cause of absenteeism to work is also allergies and asthma. So allergies and asthma is the number one cause of absenteeism in entire world, and in both school children and also in working population. So with this you can understand how severe or how big the asthma epidemic is. It's there in every country, and especially in the urban areas the incidence is very high. Why are school children who are in cities or developed areas have more allergies when compared to children who play outside in the mud somewhere in the villages, and were going to schools in the villages? There is quite a big difference in the incidence of allergies and asthma. There is something called as hygiene hypothesis. The more hygienic you are, the more prone you are to allergies. This is a scientifically proven fact, where the more hygienic, as in you frequently wash your hand with sanitizers or soaps, that will kill the germs on your hands, or some people put it even in a bucket and take bath with that. So that will definitely kill the good germs, and that will increase the bad germs. Apart from that, eating all the junk food will definitely replace good bacteria with bad bacteria in your gut. Example are pizzas, burgers, noodles. Stuff like this will definitely impair the immunity in the gut. That will definitely show as asthma in some people. Apart from this, children, if you are quite hygienic inside your house, cleaning the floors with all the chemicals, so that will also lead to problems. On the other hand, a child who is grown up in village or town and is exposed to some cattle, or he is exposed to some playgrounds where there is a lot of mud, and they are not really extremely hygienic, but that is good. Being extremely hygienic is bad. So there is only one area you are supposed to be very hygienic, that is dust mites. They are there in your bed sheets and mattresses. You are supposed to clean them or wash them every 2 days. That is the only thing. Otherwise, just let a child play in the mud. Let him go play with other children. When they're exposed to other children, also they exchange this biome. So all this is very important. School children already carry heavy bags. So that itself will cause some breathlessness in even normal people. So you can imagine the situation, asthmatic children who do suffer with breathing difficulty. Upon that, they're carrying heavy bags. That will definitely cause more problems. So heavy backpacks are also not advised. And one more thing is in schools or colleges nowadays, everything is air conditioned. Air conditioning is also one big problem for these asthmatic children. But many people don't understand that, including teachers. But I think it is a time for them to understand, realize that children, not all of them are same. Every child is different. We do know that. And apart from that, some children do suffer with allergies and asthmas, not necessarily breathing difficulty, but sometimes they may have runny nose, sneezing, nose block, that is triggered when they are exposed to air condition. So I urge all the schools and colleges to put their air conditioning at the level of around 23 or 24 temperature, 24 degrees centigrade, where everybody is comfortable. It is neither hot nor cold, and that is the ideal temperature where every child feels comfortable, because we should care for each and every child. Apart from this, even at homes, it's better to put air conditioning around 24 to 26 range, and you have to clean the filters within the air conditioner every month, because there's a lot of dust mites that accumulate there. And there are a lot of other areas where dust mites are there, like carpets or curtains or anything that has cotton in it. The dust mite literally lives in them, and they eat your dead skin cells and further cause more allergies. Apart from this, children may be allergic to some things like pollen grains that are there everywhere in the environment. Once you open your window, definitely pollen grains are going to come in. It doesn't mean you are allergic to all of them, but sometimes you may be sensitized to some of these pollen grains. So especially when you go outside on a ride, or on the other hand is a genetic disease. Asthma is guided by the genes that are there in your body. Actually, many families do have one or the other member that has allergies, some kind of sinus, or some kind of rhinitis or sinusitis, or allergies of skin or asthma. But that does not necessarily mean that all the lineage or all the following generation will get it. It's not like that. There is something called as environmental interaction with the genes, the epigenetics. So the environment will influence your genes. If you're having something that is not suiting your body, then your genes will be activated. Once the switch is on, to switch it off, it's very hard. So suppose your parents have asthma and you have the genes. Definitely you'll have the genes, just like how you get their qualities or facial features, you do get the genes and other diseases too. So these genes are there in your body already, but when you get yourself exposed to something like dust mites or pollen grains, so this epigenetic interaction will activate that gene, and that will lead to expression of proteins that are going to cause asthma, that are going to irritate your lungs or irritate your nose or irritate your skin and cause allergic diseases. So epigenetics has a very big role to play. So the way you live is very important. Don't be over hygienic. Hygiene hypothesis, remember that being over hygienic is bad. And but at the same time, avoid all the junk food or avoid exposure to any kind of dust, smell and smoke. And apart from this is all a part of patient education and also allergen avoidance measures. These are the two strong pillars, but there are two more pillars. One is pharmacotherapy, that is a medicine. So consult the right doctor to get the best medicines. If you are using nebulizer, syrups or injections once in a week or some kind of tablets, then definitely you are not taking the right medication and your asthma is not going to get under control. You have to take medicines that are specifically acting on your lungs, like inhalers, which are like splitting a tablet into 10 to 100 pieces and taking one piece and inhaling it. It won't even enter your blood, it enters only your lungs, and the target is achieved. The lungs that are supposed to be open are getting blocked here. So when you give medicine, they are getting opened again, and you're able to breathe properly. So that is one of the best medicines. Apart from that, if you have allergy of nose, we give you nasal sprays and sometimes some tablets, but not really syrups or nebulizers. They are a kind of old-fashioned in the treatment of asthma. The latest medicines are in the form of inhalers or nasal sprays with the target directly achieved. So take medicines like this. So a right medicine to the right patient at the right dose given by a right doctor will give the best results. So choose your doctor wisely. At Swasa Hospital, we treat all the allergies and asthma patients. We have been doing that since 1999 and we have successfully treated thousands of patients of allergies and asthma because we strongly believe in patient education. That is why we're doing the videos for more and more awareness, because we see patients who come to us with a lot of suffering, and when we ask them, why didn't you take treatment all these years, they tell, we are not aware that there's treatment for this disease. So consulting a specialist is very important in such scenarios. India is a huge country. No matter how much you try to reach, probably you are reaching only a minuscule population. So we try to do as many videos as possible so that information is reaching to the patient, and a patient, if you are not able to go to the particular doctor, you can go anywhere but get the best treatment. So treatment is a final goal in our mind. Everybody should have the freedom to breathe. It is our right. So I hope you understood the points that I've explained you in this video, and I hope you share this video as much as possible so that a lot of people will be benefited by watching it, or they may have someone in their family or their friend may be suffering with one or other allergy, some kind of asthma, some kind of allergy, and they may reach out for treatment. So I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.